what she wanna do. Lower to the grave, tell you like it is to your face, she don't play. Every chick down for it all, know that she a boss. No competition, no loss. From the Midwest to the A, Autumn got you tuning in, no delay. Ooh, get you right every time. Keep you laughing on a dime. Tell you truth, no lies, so you can live your best life. Cover all topics, no limits. Got something for your mama and your children, no holding back. No gimmicks, coming on strong, get straight to business. Oh yeah.
What she wanna do?
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life.
What she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life. Live life, live life.
Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and I welcome you back to the Lit Life Podcast, where I encourage you to live your life autonomously. I am back again. It is still season 6, and like I said before, last season 5, I had no guests on my show, none. I just wanted to be creative with myself and see what I could come up with, and I did pretty well. But this season, I'm bringing guests back. I'm bringing some old guests back, and I'm bringing some new guests in. So at this time, I would like to introduce one of the coolest guys that I've met in the podcast game. Like I be calling him OG Bobby Cooper.
Oh my God, damn.
From what's the name? I can't even think of the name of the movie.
You talking about OG Bobby Johnson?
OG Bobby Johnson. Yeah, I don't know why I say Cooper, but anyway, Bobby Dollaz in the house.
What's up with it? Yeah, man, it's been fun. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun, man.
Yes, we have, man. So just tell me how you been doing, like.
Man.
I mean, I know we met during the pandemic last
oh yeah,
summer.
okay, so we talking about that. Okay, so we met. Actually, DeMarco introduced us.
Yeah,
I was doing episode 3 of season 2. Smoke. We was doing the smoke sessions, and
right.
He was like, man, let me get my girl Autumn in here, man. You gotta let her in. I'm like, yeah, call her, man. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And
right. So let me tell y'all what they did though. So I was what was I doing? I was like down on the deck. That's when I used to go out back a whole lot, like because we couldn't go no fucking where, right?
Yeah. I remember that.
And I was working, but work was real slow. So I just took my laptop and my work laptop outside and was just sitting out there, whatever. And they hit me up like, hey, you want to join the thing? We having a little, little smoke session, whatever. I'm like, okay, bet. Whole time we about to go and record it. I ain't had no bra. I'm like, I ain't got no bra. Y'all got me on here doing the most.
Man. Hey man, hold on, wait a minute. That wasn't even on us. You could have been like, hold on, y'all, I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Did I feel like doing all of that? It was too late anyway, because I had got on there and y'all was already on there. It was too late.
And then had the nerve, and then go tell us about it at the end, like, and y'all know I ain't had no bra on.
Like I was sitting up here on national internet without no damn bra.
Wow. That shit was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Yeah, that's what's up.
But it was fun.
Started a good friendship. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so much fun. Like I feel like we did it a couple of times. But anyway, so aside from that, again, we met during the pandemic. How have you been holding up during this whole crazy ass time?
Well, with me owning the lawn care service, I was considered the essential business. So I ain't never had to stay home. I ain't never missed no money, and then like we were still out there. So I mean, I just stayed, like they said, social distanced, and we wore our masks when we needed to, but majority of the time we outside. We do a lot of landscaping jobs. We build gardens for people, and then I'm a master cutter, so my son, I'm teaching him things, and me and him both, we becoming, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's getting done. It's really getting done.
Feel it. So nothing really. So everything. Do you feel like everything it has just been pretty normal though?
Well, nah, ain't nothing normal. I mean,
I
like,
mean, like in the sense of because you said you were a center worker. You're not really missing any money. You're still able to get out and go, or at
yeah,
least get out the damn house.
yeah. I don't know. It all became normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. What I would like to normalize is less traffic. Goddamn, that was
Oh my
that
God,
made a difference.
please.
You know what I'm saying? People being in the crib, that made a huge difference. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you? Are you in St. Louis or something?
Yeah,
Am
yeah.
I?
I'm in St.
Okay, okay.
Louis. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and I'm not really familiar with what the traffic is like there, but
It's like
you know,
hell. It's like hell. It's like pouring hot water on your asshole and
not hot water, like
my
boiling
bad.
hot.
My bad, man.
Wow,
Look, hey,
wow.
I've
This
had
is
some horrible experiences. And now these, hey,
wow.
look, and now they got the nerve to be out here shooting at each other, going 70 miles an hour. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, hey, and I got to be out there because I'm going to see clients, and sometimes I'll be doing landscaping jobs, not to go to the same location 3-4 days in a row. And
Right.
man, hey, that shit, man, and there's so many kids like out here with these chargers and shit.
It's so
Oh
bad.
man,
It's so bad.
it's
Atlanta
crazy.
just hit their 100th homicide
Damn,
like the other day. This was the other day, and since then it's probably been I want to say like 3 or 4,
damn.
like 100 homicides in the Atlanta area. It's ridiculous, and the traffic you could definitely tell a difference. I mean, like it's
Yeah.
just and people it seems like people are driving faster. They already would drive like a bat out of hell here. And I'm
I
not
believe
saying
it, man.
like your normal fast. Like we probably drive your
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
fast, you know. We're gonna
Shit,
pick up
man.
5, maybe 10, you know what I'm saying, over.
Yeah.
But I mean these people be in a hurry to go sit at the fucking light. And
You hear me?
I'll
I
never
say the same thing. I say the same thing. They in a
and I
rush to
pull up
wait,
and be
man.
thinking to myself like, oh, we at the light.
Right. You know
Like
what I'm saying? But see, you really can't say much here in this city. Like, you kind of got to let them do what they do, and most of the time they end up wrecking. But it's like if you say anything or you try to get too involved, man, that's when the guns, they start pulling
mhm.
guns out and start doing all that type of shit. So it's just better just to like go the way you gonna go, maybe leave a few minutes earlier. You know what I'm saying? Just, I mean,
Mhm.
protect your energy, man, because hey, they out here for it, real talk. Like, I
Did
ain't
you
no
guys
fool,
have
so
a
I'm good.
same? Okay. Did you guys have a an uptick in gas station like not robberies but what they call them, like the sliders that slide in the car and drive off like while the person is
Yeah,
pumping
that
gas or something?
yeah, that I mean that happened all the time. That ain't like no news shit. That's
I mean, but did y'all did it seem to be more? Because here it seemed to be a lot more. Like, I mean, like left and right, it was happening. I didn't understand why people still was having a damn key in the car. Like, while the
Yeah,
police.
man. Like, I don't understand it. I can't put a finger on it. I mean, all I really can tell you, Autumn, is they gonna do what they gonna do. You gotta let people be people, man. That's the best advice I can give you. You know what I'm saying? As far as any of this shit goes, like you just gotta sit back, let life happen, let people be people, and you just need to take care of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Handle your biz from every aspect. I mean,
One
especially if you out here.
one more thing about this particular subject. We can move on. Have you noticed lately, like like, do you do the grocery shopping for your house?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
can. I will.
okay. So,
Sometimes.
have you noticed, like, over the past, let's say, month or two, that the grocery store has gotten back to where it was originally, where you're not finding things, or there's like
Yeah.
bare shelves. Like, I went in there the other day and I'm like, where is all of the food?
Man, you hear me? Hey, man, you know what? I'm glad you brought this shit up because I went to Walmart the other day and they ain't had no pork ramen noodles. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. Like, that's the only shit I want. That and the creamy chicken.
Right,
Man,
You
look,
going there for one thing and they ain't
let
got
me look. Let me explain something to you Walmart motherfuckers here. When I stop and I ask your ass, can you go look for some goddamn noodles? I'm not doing this because I want to be your damn friend. I need these damn noodles. I can't go home without that shit. What is wrong with some of these motherfuckers, man? No, we ain't got none in the back. Damn, nigga, you took 2 steps backwards and looked at what? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
They
know,
never
man.
be wanting to go in the back and look.
I don't know, man. But I did have one little dude out in St. Charles out here where we at, man. I was on my way to work. I told him, I said, man, I need some of these pork noodles, dog. I was like, I ain't trying to leave here without none. He's like, I got you, OG. He went back and got me a whole case. You hear me? I bought the whole case. I just took the whole case up there, like, forget it. I ain't even taking the plastic off. Like,
It's really ridiculous. It's like I noticed it. Like I said, I noticed it probably maybe a month and a half ago, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought maybe it was like the time of day or the time of the week I went or whatever. I just kind of brushed it off. And then maybe the last couple of times I went, I'm like, where the fuck is the food? Like, I mean,
it is.
They have these little sharp cheddar cheese cubes by Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't nobody got no cheese cubes. Nobody. No, ain't nobody got none except for like this other brand that don't taste nowhere near. Like you could definitely you could definitely taste the difference. And don't get me wrong, like if anybody that knows me know I be on like Great Value brand. That's my shit.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I'm always on that shit. But these little cubes, I can't do that with them. I can't do that with the Walmart brand or the Publix brand or none of them brands, Kroger, none of them. But it ain't none. Like everybody, so y'all just gonna keep every time I go to the grocery store, it ain't none. No little cheese cubes. Like
what get frustrated. Hey man, see this how I know when I'm old, man, because it get frustrating as hell, and you just stand there with your hand on the aisle, like, now why the fuck it ain't no? Now if I go look around this side,
you think if you look long enough, you
hear me like. And we'll move shit around. Like, I don't know, man.
I done walked down the aisle and came back to see if it was something magically that I missed.
Hey, that's crazy, man. And I've done that
too. Sometimes it happens though. It's like sometimes you need a fresh, set of eyes because you've been looking for so long. Every once in a while, it'll happen. I'm like, yes, I got one, and I get it. But man, this stuff it's why it seems like deja vu, and I don't.
Yeah, because I don't be wanting to have to go to another store, man. Like that's why I do it. Like I don't want to have to. Like man, I be having long ass days on them. I'm not lying, man. That's the reason why I put Triple OG Stories on hold, because it's like when I moved and then I'm still working and I'm still got all these clients and I'm cutting grass. Then I started a whole snacking business, so I'm up hella late making popcorn and chicken jerky and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, man, I got to get some rest, man. Like, what the hell, So before you know it, I'm like, yeah, I got to chill for a second.
All right. Well, now's everybody's favorite time of the show.
Oh, shit.
So if you are new to the show or not or whatever, I always explain the Shut the Fuck Up Award is basically your chance to tell a person, some people, a group of people, a movement, a collective, a barking dog, anybody that you want to tell to shut the fuck up. Now, I don't think Bobby has one, correct?
I'm good, man. Go ahead.
Okay, it's cool. I got one because I got one every damn time.
See, I'm gonna hear you say something, and then I'm gonna wind up coming up with one. That's terrible.
It's fine. That's fine. So here's who I want to shut the fuck up. Anybody that has gotten on social media or is planning to get on social media after they have contracted COVID, or somebody else that they know that was near and dear to them has contracted COVID, and says, hey y'all, COVID is real. Nigga, shut the fuck up, okay? Can you shut the fuck up? Can I hand you a hot cup of shut the fuck up? Because the majority of us knew this. Now, no matter how the hell it got here, no matter who whipped that shit up in a pot and decided to give that shit to us, no matter how, irresponsible the government has been or not, no matter any of that, I don't care, none of it. There's one thing that you could count on that is basically gonna prove that it's real, and that's like all these fucking people that died. So I just don't really want to, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see these celebrities all the time after they done had the shit, and they get now. Last year, let's even say around this time, what is this, August? Let's say around June, July last year. You know what I'm saying? People were getting it, and they're like, man, it's real. Because, it was still kind of fresh, right? It was still kind of fresh. Right. So I think I heard enough of it back then. But a whole, it's almost been 2 years we've been in this. And there are so many people that not make it out of this. People I know personally that did not make it out of this shit. Grady Hospital, which is the best trauma center around these fucking parts. If you get shot, if any type of fucking trauma happened to you and you want to survive, you want to go to Grady. You know why you can't go to Grady right now? Because Grady ain't got no damn ICU beds. What's not real about that? What's not real about that? So I personally just want to tell y'all to shut the fuck up. Stop getting on motherfucking Al B. Sure's internet talking about some, it's real, because we know this shit already. Like, where have you been? My mom used to always tease my cousin Wanda. She's actually the person I know that passed away last year from COVID. And she used to tease her all the time because she was crazy about her baby daddy at the time, and she ended up having a baby. And my mom used to be like, "Okay, you're gonna see for yourself." And it's been a running joke. I don't want y'all to have to see for yourselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't want that.
Big facts. Right.
So that's my shut the fuck up. I'm real sick and fucking tired of people just getting on the internet saying dumb shit. Like, we know, nigga. Like, we're the ones that's been sitting in the house and putting on a mask on, even though we don't want to, and washing our hands until they're dry and cracking, and you know what I'm saying? We've been on this. Where the fuck have you been? Right,
real talk, man.
So anything you want to add?
Hey, not on that subject. But since you did mention the social media thing, I want the ones to shut the fuck up is the goddamn celebrity stands, man. Like, these people don't know y'all, man. These people ain't got shit to do with your life, man. They wouldn't know if you burnt up in the fire and got pissed on by 3 eagles, man. The shit that make me mad about all this is when you say something about a celebrity, whether it's a joke or whatever it is, it'd be like 15 people come out of nowhere. Like, don't you ever talk about that person like this? Like, what the hell, nigga? Is that your mom? Like, what did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me? And then we'll straight go back and forth. Straight go back and forth all day. And people will be, they screenshot these conversations. And then next thing you know, the shit trending and shit. Like, hey, man, please, man, if somebody want to say something bad about her or motherfucking Jasmine Sullivan or whoever the hell, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, that's their opinion, man. Leave them the fuck alone, man. Go play video games or something, man. Like, go cook some pancakes or some shit. Like, what the man?
And I'm all for. I'm all for having healthy dialogue and discussions and disagreements. Like, I mean, we don't live in a world of where we all agree, right? So I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of the threads be all right, but these niggas, y'all be doing the most. Like
Man,
I follow a couple of different stands, and I think I continue to follow because it's kind of I'm trying to analyze it a little in my head. Like, how do you have this much love for this motherfucker that will not be able to pick you out of a fucking lineup? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you now?
Yeah.
Granted,
Real talk.
everybody know I'm a Raheem Devon fan.
Right.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah. I done seen some posts.
But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not about to go back and forth with your ass about Raheem Devon, because just like you said, everybody has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think he is one of the greatest vocalists. I think he creates great love music to this day. Great R&B music. There's not a lot of other people that feel that way. You know how I know? Because he ain't got no damn Grammy or no shit like he should have been got, in my opinion, right? But I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth with y'all niggas. Like, I could tweet at Raheem Devon, and guess what? Raheem Devon will actually tweet back. So, but y'all is over here like standing so firm on whatever the fuck.
Oh man, it blows my mind. It blows my mind, man. I don't understand it one bit.
It's wild.
Man, it drives me crazy.
It's wild out here in these social media streets.
Hey, these Twitter gangsters, man, they something else, man. I gotta hide half the week. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's wild. But so anyways, we'll go ahead and get into the show. So I invited you to be a part of the Lit Life podcast because I know that you are an entrepreneur, and I know that in talking to you and speaking to you, tweeting back and forth with you, all that good stuff, I can tell that you're really passionate about all of the different things that you do. I mean, you do a whole lot of stuff. I know I know on Twitter, it is a lot. Like, I know that, like, on Twitter, a lot of people probably only know, about your podcast or whatever have you, but you kind of have your hands in a bunch of different things, which is not a bad thing to me. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that you do and how that kind of ties into your life's dreams. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so let's start out just with the common denominator here, the podcasting. So how did that come
about? You know what? I don't know if I remember fully, but I do remember about 4 years ago. I think I was looking at like Skip and Shannon and all of them little flagship shows, and I kind of got tired of them creating narratives and talking all kinds of weird shit. So I wound up creating $1 Sports, and that was like one of my bigger websites and all that stuff. And we kind of kicked it on there, and I had like a little chat room and all that different stuff in there. And before you knew it, it kind of trickled off into becoming a little bigger website and all that. And that's when I started podcasting, because I had a little segment called Thunder Thoughts, and that's when I used to talk about my team. Of course, you see the hat. I love OKC Thunder. That's what I do. So we talked about it all the time, and then one of the homies was like, "Man, let's just keep this going and let's just keep doing this, man." And it turned into a podcast. So that was just that from there.
How long ago was that? Do you guys still do that podcast?
Nah. Like, they just stole my name all on Twitter and shit. It's a little white girl, I think, called Thunder Thoughts. Now I don't remember, but like most of the time, Autumn, I'll be honest. Like, when I do that kind of stuff, man, it's just me being me. Like, I don't be trying to capitalize on shit. I don't really be out here trying to do nothing for no money and all that kind of shit, because like, I know how to make money, man. I'm a hustler by heart, man, by nature. So I don't have to like spend my time in front of no camera and all that and begging people for money and putting my Snapchat all in my bio, and I don't have to do all that shit. Like, I don't knock it if that's how you get down, man. I support that shit. Like, I done sent a few people some money, you know what I'm saying? Not because of their story, but because I admire their hustle, you know what I'm saying? So I done that a few times. So I don't knock it, but at the same time, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather get
Yeah.
out here and get my hands dirty. You know, I gotta put my hands in some shit. That's just how I move.
I feel that. I feel that. So you had the sports show, and then did you? I know you have like your current shows, but did you do anything in between the sports show and that?
Yeah, that's kind of when I started the Bobby Dollaz show, but I had did this little thing called Axe a Weed Head, and and I had well, get on. I was pretty popular on Facebook, you know, earlier, a little back in time when Facebook was popping like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I had a lot of groups and all that kind of stuff. So I would always put out little polls and stuff like, I'm doing this little segment on my YouTube channel. What would you like to know? What would you like to ask? This, that, and the other. And people would send me little stuff back, and I would do a little show called Ask a Weed Head. Now I smoke a blunt and read their question and basically just answer that motherfucker.
That
And
sounded like a fun ass show.
yeah, man, people liked it, man. Like, I still be getting little things on Facebook talking about this person liked the Ask a Weed Head. I like the show. Oh, that was like, man, that was a long time ago too, but it's out there. You can type it in on YouTube. It'll probably pop up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it, it was about maybe 5 or 6 little episodes, and then I stopped doing it. But I was just, like I said, I was just trying to familiarize myself with the whole YouTube game and, you know, all that type of shit. And like I said again, I started realizing all that wasn't for me because I was dedicating myself to too much. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. And you
So
want it to be more of a hobby than like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
the same with me.
yeah, so I guess with the Bobby Dollaz show, that's my latest thing that I've been doing for like the last 4 years now. Um we in season 3, you know what I'm saying? The first season I did was just I don't even remember, man. It was just me just talking, just running my mouth, just doing all kinds of stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And not knowing how long to talk on there. Some of them was 3 minutes long, some of them was 2 hours long.
And
Like,
that's
I didn't.
cool though. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so my first season was kind of crazy, and then the second season was last year when I was doing the interviews. Like, I expanded it for 2 years. I was just doing some talking here and there, and talking to Thunder fans and talking to the mayors of OKC and different stuff like that, and just trying to figure it out, man. You know, but
Mhm.
after I start interviewing y'all, man, and like doing smoke session and all that, I start really adjusting and liking it. You know, so.
Yeah.
You know, that's where Triple OG stories and all that stuff came from.
Okay, so tell us about your OG stories, y'all. I told y'all
Yeah.
I was on some shit. I put the link
Yeah,
in the
man.
show notes. I told y'all I was on some shit. Now
Yeah,
y'all better have
man.
listened to it by now. Hell,
Hey, I hope so, man, because Autumn, you be doing good, girl.
thank you.
Autumn is one of my little OG voiceover actor squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yes,
I
I'm
love
an actor. Yes, I am. I'm a voiceover actress. Yes, I
yeah,
am.
and I think you've been in every story except for one, the one that I
I
did
think the
with
first one
Glow.
I wasn't in.
Oh, Misty, yeah. Okay, so Running and Misty you weren't in, but the other 3 you were. So, and I took a little break with it. We at episode 2 of Freeze. I'm gonna bring back episode 3 and 4 soon. But yeah, it's I used to write, man, back in the day. You know, I used to read a lot of books from like Omar Tyree and Wadia Clark
Hmm.
and Jarvis Coleman, all them. You know, like I used to straight get down. I would read, like my mom had joined Black Expressions back then. And
Oh, throwback.
yeah, and she used to order books, and they would come like every week. It'd be like 4 or 5 books, and
Yeah.
I started reading the Thug books by Wadia Clark, and I got to like number 4 or number 5, and then the Cartel came, and I started reading all of those, and before I knew it, I had read 100 books that summer. You know what I'm saying? Just going, and my mind was like implanted in that whole kind of aura. So
Mhm.
I just start writing. I just start sitting down and just writing, and before you knew it, I had penned out like a book of short stories. You know what I'm saying? And this is where Triple OG stories came from, like from years of me writing and putting stuff together. And I just wanted to bring them to life. Like I found great characters like yourself, and I just wanted to bring them to life. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know that I actually write. I haven't in a very long time, but I was writing a book. I can't believe I'm
Yeah,
telling. I'm even verbalizing this right now.
yeah,
Um, I'm gonna have to go back and revisit it because it might
yeah.
sound really, really good on audio. Now that I think about it.
I mean, real talk. Like I started doing this, man, because back in the day, I remember actually back in the day listening to stuff like this. And
Mm.
then like I came from the rap era where niggas told stories on music. It wasn't about I'm finna screw your girl, screw your man, I'm finna fucking shoot you at Walmart like I'm the chocolate nigga with a dick. Like fuck that, man. Like that whack ass bullshit, man. Like niggas straight told stories
Facts.
like Jay-Z and Meet the Parents and DMX with his stories like slipping and shit like that. Like Tupac and all that, you know. I mean,
Okay,
like,
but do you remember Spice One?
girl, hell yeah, you crazy
A
shit.
storyteller. What do you the
Hey
fuck? What the
man,
fuck do you mean? A storyteller? Spice
yeah,
One?
hey, real talk though. Like, hey, Spice was cold with it, man. Him and
Oh,
MC8 too, MC8 too. MC8 used to get down and said Bun B, UGK, man, like all that. Hey, Pimp C, a real, hey. But I mean, what I'm saying though is like that's the reason why I incorporate the music into my stories the way I do. That's the reason why I bring the amateur actors because I know that if I bring y'all out and I pull y'all into what I'm doing, it's gonna like make the whole situation shine because everybody enthusiastic, everybody's engulfed in what's going on, and everybody enjoying themselves because it's something new. It's not nothing that you just do every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So so I enjoy it, man. I ain't lying. I love it. And I love listening to it when I'm editing and hearing y'all voices and the way I be splicing it and putting it all together. I make it sound like y'all standing right next to each other. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually was very, very cool to listen back to. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I knew how I know how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know about a little bit about editing and how you do it, but you never
Right.
really know how it's gonna sound until you put it together, right? And
Hmm.
listening back to those stories, I was like, this is really fucking cool. Like, this is some cool ass shit I done got myself into. Like, I really like this. I have a good time. That's why I will be telling you, like, whenever. Like, it was a very good time. And just going back and listening to those stories, it's just like, wow, that's me
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah. Hey, and but believe it or not, man, like you'll be surprised at what people don't really understand until they actually get an opportunity to. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's like if you find a couple people that you know that ain't on that type of shit, and then y'all sit on the balcony or something smoking a blunt, and you just hit play on the speaker and boom, boom, it come on. It's like, damn, what's this? And you be like, shh, just be quiet, man. Check it out. And
Right.
before
Just
you know it,
sneak it on in that bitch. Like, after
hey,
everybody had
real
a
talk.
blunt, sneak it
Hey,
on
real
in.
talk, man. Like I used to add mine to my Spotify playlist, and I'd be listening to songs while I'm cutting yards and stuff, and then the damn episode will come on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then it'll play another episode. Then it'll start playing music and different stuff. Then next thing you know, a whole nother story will come on. Like so, when I listen to it, I'd be like, okay, this is suitable, man. I can get with this. Like, I just wish everybody would actually give it a chance, though. You know,
I feel
I'm
it, but it's a good thing that like you were saying earlier, that this is something that you do because you love to do it, right? It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's just something that you just really like to do. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I hate to say it that way, but like I am my own boss. Like like I'm an alpha man. Like I don't really when I incorporate shit into my life, I do it because I want you there. You dig what I'm saying? Like this ain't no big and ass situation where come on, man, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'm not
Mhm.
bartering shit. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta pay you, I'll slip the cash. If I need you to do something, I'm gonna ask you. You know, otherwise it's like I'm not finna waste your time. I'm not gonna bother you because I don't have the time to waste. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I get that.
Yeah, like so I'm not on no bullshit. Like what the young one said, I ain't on no fuck boy shit. I'm out here getting my paper. You hear me? Like like I'm out here straight getting paper, man. I'm eating. I'm good. Like you heard me tell that story about the ramen noodles, nigga. I'm eating.
Like, please go get my noodles out the bag. So, along with, because like I said, I know that you're a busy man, along with the podcast and the audio drama series, what are some of your other entrepreneurial ventures that you, because I know you've told me, just like you just said about the snacking business, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have that. And then at some point you had uh what was I about to say, real estate? That's just not even what I'm
Nah,
thinking
nah, nah,
about.
nah. Real estate, lawn care service.
Lawn care, but not the lawn care, but it's something else. Like a designer, like you were doing like t-shirts and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's my yeah. I gave that business to my son, and he's moving forward with it. He just bought him some screen printing equipment and all that stuff, you know. But he also is the co-owner of my lawn care service, so he cuts grass for me as well as works for Nike. So he busy like I am, man, and we just trying to make something happen, man. Like I'm just trying to make sure that with all my businesses and everything that I got going on, that my family see that my name meant something. You know what I'm saying? Like I take a lot of pride in my name. So it's like it'll never be a time that I do something and people be like, "Oh man, he fucked that up." Nah, it ain't like that. Like I take too much pride in everything that I do. I work really hard. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not like OCD or no shit, but at the same time, I'm gonna make sure it's right. So that's the reason why I try to teach my son and my daughter how to, you know what I'm saying, how to be kings and queens about what they're trying to do, you know, so nobody can tell them how to run their business, how to live their life, where they should be, and when they could take a day off and all that punk ass shit. Nah, like we make our own schedule in this house. You'll be like, we get
I
down how
heard
we
that.
get down.
I ain't
Like we
mad
don't,
at it.
you know, we don't move like everybody else, you know. So that's
So
just kind of how it is.
so before we get out of here, I'll get to the last question, which is all of these things that you're doing. So like your, again, like your podcast, the audio drama series,
Yeah.
your lawn care service, like the different businesses that you dipped into. Does this all play into like your life dream? Like it, what is it? What would your dream life be like?
Um. Well, I mean, on July 6th, I just bought my forever house. So that's why you see, yeah, I
Congratulations.
appreciate it. So I appreciate it. But that's why you see all that stucco in the back, man, because I'm building my office and building out the basement and everything. But um, yeah, it does, man, because everything that I accomplish and everything I work for, it's kind of like leading right into what I'm doing right now. Like I don't absolutely have any expectations. I expect people to be people. I expect life to do what it do. So I just move accordingly, man. And every short term goal, it does kind of like chip away at my long term goal of owning something that's so not big, but I guess profitable. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
that we don't have to, like I just want all my bills on auto pay. That's all I'm saying. You hear me? Like I
Okay,
don't
you heard.
like that's I don't want to have to worry about that. So, you
It
know,
can all be so simple.
yeah, man. So that's all it is. And it is that it's in that direction right now. Things are heading up the way I need them to be. I do have a garden, you know, that's where I do all, you know, get all my cucumbers and tomatoes and all that stuff, onions and everything for my snacking business where we make pickles and popcorn and I got like 13 flavors, original flavors of popcorn. We got like 6 flavors of pickles, green beans, pickled eggs, I mean, kind of everything's peppers, everything,
Damn,
man.
that's
And so and we do well because I also work for, well, I ain't gonna say their name. I also work for a warehouse here in the city, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and believe it or not, man, Autumn, when I go to that job, I work 3 days a week, man. And every day I go to that job, I make almost $100 off $3 bags of popcorn.
That's
You
a
know what I'm
lot.
saying? Like the snacking business, man, like it really is something crazy. And it keep me up. It stressed me out a little bit, but I'm not lying, man. Like it feel good to know that at some point, like I ain't gonna have to do shit for nobody but myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm almost there. Like I'm almost Jesus. I'm almost there, man. I'm gonna get
Mhm.
it, man. I'm gonna
Ain't
get it
that the
though.
dream? Ain't that the
Yeah,
dream? Ain't that what it is?
yeah. Yep.
Well,
I'm
that's what's
almost
up.
there.
So this has been great.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. It's love.
Before we get out of here, just a quick announcement. You guys, if you're watching this or listening to this, I'm pretty sure that or you better have already watched the 1 year anniversary of Podcast Happy Hour. By the time this
Yeah,
is released, it's been a few weeks.
right.
So we've been around a year, and next month, which is September, it'll be on Jay's Quick Threes platform. We're not sure of a date yet, but as soon as we get the date, of course, we'll let you guys know. Thanks for everybody that supported us throughout that. And Bobby, before we get out of here, why don't you let everybody know how we can find you or your podcast?
Man, I mean, I'm on Twitter, man, Instagram, all of that, same name, the Bobby Dollaz Show. Um, I mean, I'm all over. You can go to BobbyDollarsShow.com. If you need me, you can email me at BobbyDollaz@BobbyDollarsShow.com. Like, it's just the name, man. Just
That's what's
look for
up.
me that way. You hear me?
And I've been on like this kick of trying to like streamline everything. So if you go to autumnthearies.com, it's going to take you to litlifepodcast.com. So I'm trying to plug my Lit Life Podcast website.
That's
I
what's
did
up.
a whole
Right.
new
That's what's
website and
up.
all that. So like you can
Yeah.
get the podcast there. You can get the videos from the podcast there. You can get
Yeah.
the my blog post, anything about running for my life there,
Yeah.
anything related to me and the Lit Life
Yeah.
podcast and Podcast Happy Hour, you can get it there.
Man, that's
So
the way to do it. That's
I
the way to do it.
appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time out this evening to talk to me. I'm sure that
Yeah.
we will do it again. And for those of you that are listening or watching on YouTube, until you see us or hear us again, peace.
That's what it is, man. Take it easy.